here in Yuba City for just the sweetest family. They're just so kind and adorable, and fellow maggots, FYI. So we are just really happy to be here to help them out. Again, they did hear about us from RAD Radio, so that was really a good connectivity.
That's the maggot reference, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, they are part of the fandom that is RAD. So we just want to get out here, get some answers, get a few readings, figure it out, and get some resolution. We don't, of course, we never know very much about a case before we come. That's how we like it. We like to come in cold and just kind of figure it out, what's happening. What we do know is that they've been in the house for a few years, and it's just never felt quite right. It's heavy, not quite home. It's not feeling settled, and they've noticed a few little things here and there, but obviously we don't have all the information of the layers of how much they're actually experiencing. We don't have any claims of any harming, negative, there's no attacks going on, but it's your home, you should feel happy here, you should feel comfortable, you should feel like this is a warm, cozy, loving space, not like, ugh, I spent all this money and now I feel ugh in the house. That's not ideal. So we'd like to document, get to the bottom of it. I have noticed in the kitchen an energy just that kind of walked by. That plan was validated by the family. They have noticed out of the corner of their eye a little shadow kind of going by. As I went straight down the hallway to the restroom, I noticed as I was walking past a couple of the rooms, I got weird vibes kind of from each room. And there was one that I walked by and I could see a man standing in there. And it made me nervous, maybe a little nervous, to be honest. And so I'd like to know, maybe he just needs help. But there's also a female energy here, that she's quieter, but I almost feel like she moves things, like stuff will get lost, like she tinkers with stuff. She seems like she's attached to the family, so I don't find her to be negative. She's so nice, but like, there's a little bit sad, like there's a sadness about, like, I wish I could have lived a little bit longer, and like, she wanted to be 110, is like, in her mind, she's like, I'm gonna be, and that didn't happen for her. So I'd like to explore her a little bit too. But the male energy, I think he came with the property or land. He doesn't seem associated or attached to them directly that I can tell yet. But maybe he'll show me more. Right now, he's very standoffish, but not aggressive, just not interactive. He's not really willing to engage me yet. There also feels like there's 3 animal spirits in the house. So I don't know what that's about yet, but I keep seeing little small things scurrying, but they feel like pets. They don't feel like, they're not like trolls or some weird, thing like that. They feel like animals. So I see 2 little dogs and a cat. So I'm going to wander and figure it out, but here we are to try to get some answers for just a fabulous family that just wants to love their home, just like everybody else. We're all, at the end of the day, we just want to be happy. So, yep, let's make them happy.
Onward and outward.
Yeah.
Fur babies die.
The one up there, Halloween.
Oh, no.
Last Halloween.
And where are the other ones?
The other 2 are in the hallway. And we lost one in
07.
And the other one, oh gosh, Bubba, I think it was in
These
12.
are all dogs.
These are all dogs. We are not.
But was one of them small?
No, they're all labs.
Oh, you guys like your labs, yeah.
Because I keep seeing the small little animal too, and I don't know what it is.
We've got a cat that's 14 years old.
But she's still alive.
She's in that room.
Oh.
You're seeing
She's
living
an
energy.
I do feel living energy too.
Yeah.
So that.
We have 2 cats.
Okay.
One is 14 and one is 4.
Aw,
Well, I'm gonna have to go squeeze that cat.
that's so neat.
Wow.
Dogs are still.
Well, I'm glad I could validate that they're still here.
Oh gosh, yes.
I'm excited that they're here because, you get to continue that loving relationship with them. Their corporeal body goes, but the relationship does not leave. I can't breathe also, just I feel stabbed in the chest, and it's uncomfortable as all get out, and it's attached to that spirit somehow. They're giving me their pain. Thanks. I'm not sure who that is. Do you have a feeling like you might?
Her dad died of CO. What is it?
My dad died of COPD.
Maybe this is. He doesn't want to talk to me yet. He's just like, well, you kids do what you want. Like, he's very dismissive to me, but he's not mean. Like, again, this spirit is not aggressive. He is not aggressive, but he's just like on his own thing.
So,
You know?
my neighbor died of the same thing.
It's just, yeah, I
Really?
cannot breathe. It's really sharp and I cannot breathe. I just almost like, I feel like I'm drowning. Like, yeah, it feels like I'm fluidy and I can't breathe. Kind of like to work with them more. I never want to go too like aggressive at them because I want to be respectful of the spirits. You know, if they're not mean spirits and they don't need to have, you know, I don't need to give them what for, then I won't. You know, if they're being nice but just kind of avoiding me, I'll just try to make a kind of negotiation with them. Like, look, if you are related to the family, or if you're friends, or if you're neighbor, if you know the family, hey, come on forward, talk a little bit. We'll see if we can't negotiate with them in a polite way to communicate with us a little bit better. But if that relates to how your father passed, you might want to explore that a little bit.
I'll be interested in the walkthrough for sure.
Yes, because there's a lot of energy that just. There's something here that just doesn't fit with the mix. Like, you guys are really great people. There's some spirits here that feel pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, that they showed me how they died and everything with that. It's kind of sad, but their energy is all right. The animal energy is really wonderful. Like, there's one thing that doesn't like mesh. It's like a square peg and a round hole or whatever.
Pretty much, yeah.
We've got a square peg in here that doesn't fit. And I need to get to the bottom of it. And sometimes energies will hide from me.
I want to get your validation.
Make sure the church is paid up and burn the house down.
I honestly don't think it's anything like that.
So the female walks through here. The female. Quite attracted to that. I don't know why.
Really?
That
His
gets
little step.
that makes me that's connected to somebody. You can almost feel the electricity on your hand.
Like you went right to that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's old.
there's something about it that's
It's a little.
extremely, but it seems like I can't tell. Like, I just can't. Can you tell me what it is? So there. This is something that there's a female energy attached to this, but.
It's her energy.
Okay, so it's your energy leaking on it, but Dad made this? No. Because somebody's attached to this thing. They're telling me I gave it to her. They're saying I gave it to her.
Yes.
Okay, tell me more. Come on, dead people, work with me.
Yeah.
What did you get?
That's like a little kid step stool.
Should have went.
I've had that since I was 5 years old.
Aw, like when you first learned to brush your teeth in the
It
standing
was
up.
given to me by a man from our church.
Aw,
Oh.
And
I just got a chill.
Yeah, this is attracting to me. Like but I see you standing there, like, at the counter but so you're trying to help, though, and there's a woman, like, and this is, like, different house, but you're standing on this to help. You're helping, and this woman, what is she? There's this little old lady in the house, and I can't figure out for the life of me. She's just, like, she's very, very quiet, and she's like,
This house?
Yeah, ooh, my ears are ringing. Whoa, wow. Yeah, she came with one of you guys, and I can't figure out which one she came with, but she's... God, that's really loud. Okay, let me just focus. Don't push them too hard. Don't push the dead people. Okay, so... it's almost like maybe her speech, something was wrong with her speech, because I can't quite understand her. I'm having trouble understanding this woman. Maybe there's an accent, I can't quite tell, or I can't hear her very well. I wish I could hear her, but like, she's so she's tying the apron on. And, I keep saying potatoes.
Potatoes?
I keep saying peeling potatoes.
Potatoes.
So I don't know what that means yet, but we'll figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just showing me really, like, she's very subdued. Her energy is super subdued. And I don't know quite who, she won't quite give me a lot out of her, but she's just like, well, we'll talk soon. Like, none of these spirits are fully engaging me yet. So I'll just give them their space. She seems very attached to you guys. She's clear that she's related in some way. She just won't give up to me quite yet how. She's got to be a grandmother, though. She's somebody's grandmother. She's a great aunt.
Or a great aunt.
Come on, you tell me what you... Can't you give me something identifiable? That would be nice. These people.
These people.
They won't tell me all that I want to know. And if I could control the other side, that would be a neat trick. Yeah, it's a very interesting lady. I like her, but she won't tell me anything. Man, it's frustrating. Oh, look at this purple.
Oh, the purple skull.
That's cool.
How fitting.
That's good stuff.
I'm into skulls. Sorry.
You and me both.
I feel lonely in here. I feel very lonely. I feel sad. I feel alone. I feel isolated. I feel like I don't belong. I just
You're
feel
close to that room on the other side of the wall, too.
Yeah, the next room is the one that really creeped me out. No, this.
Where we sleep.
No, great.
Well, I think because there's a dead guy walking around in there.
Could be.
This is where we're used to sleep.
I can fix anything. Don't worry.
Hold on. Okay,
What's that?
Nothing at all.
You get an orb?
No, it's just facial locked on the piano for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. I get a sharp head pain too before I come in here. Almost like a headache pain or
You know what's,
aneurysm pain.
Wow.
what's really weird too is, after moving in here, my health took a nosedive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've had 2 brain surgeries.
Oh,
What?
jeez.
Yeah.
And here
Since
I
you
am.
moved in here.
Here
With
I
the
am,
brain,
my
with the head hurts. Yeah. Wow. That ain't right.
No wonder I was feeling your pain.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, man.
That's the joy of being an empath. I get to feel the living and I get to feel the deceased. So. Yeah, there was somebody, when I walked by, there was somebody standing right here. Just watching. Not aggressive.
It's a heavy presence, huh?
It's very... Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. He's watching his girl. That makes sense now. Makes a lot of sense. He's worried. He's worried about the health. He's worried. He's sitting there almost like a stoic guard. Like, I'm going to protect him, Yeah.
What? Do you hear anything at night?
Well, it's a little hard when you have $5. Yeah.
That's true.
That's
You're
true.
hearing dogs
I didn't mean
snoring
dogs,
and
yeah.
farting and-
Snoring, yeah.
True that.
Like, I don't think Dad is trying to do anything disturbing. I think he's trying to be very protective. I think.
Well, that was her dad was that way. He was protective.
No, but he was military.
And he's very...
Oh, he's military too?
He was.
So routine, it's so structured. He's just like, I'm gonna check this, I'm gonna check that. And he's got like a checklist of everything he's checking for you guys. Like he wants to like check everything. Very, very protective.
He was a civil engineer, so everything was like dot on. You know, everything was done just like the military.
So the OCD is a good thing.
Makes sense.
His OCD is an asset.
No, he does.
Yeah, I like his energy, but it's just like he seems to be worried and like wanting to like take care of everything, fix everything. He's always wanting like, let me just do this, let me just do that. I'll do it. I can do it right. I'll fix it. Like he just wants to fix everything. Oh man, calm down. It's just like I want it. Like yeah, he's obsessive about fixing everything. We'll try to make it easier for him. One, to communicate to you because he tries, and you don't listen. And so
What's really crazy is since I've reached out to you guys, I've had a lot of dreams of my father.
oh, good.
Oh,
good,
okay.
good.
So
That's
he's like,
great.
he's like,
That's the
hey,
first
you have.
layer.
The
Dreams are the
communication.
easiest way for them to communicate. So
Yeah.
And
that's great.
before when he passed, I would have dreams about him. It was my father, but it wasn't my father. But recently, it's been
like it for
my
sure.
father,
Yeah.
like when he was in his 50s, just very full. It's my dad.
When he looked and felt
Yes.
his best.
Yeah,
that's
that's what they often
That
do, yeah.
that makes the most sense. Those are true visitation dreams. They're not just dreams. That's him visiting.
That's
And
great.
that's when your guard is down and you're able to actually interact with him. So because he's like, I've been trying to talk to her. She won't listen to me. I'm like, God, all right, calm down.
Feel his pain.
Yeah, well, you know, she inherited the the finite stubbornness. But I think it's an asset.
So the square peg's not confined to this room?
No. I
Okay.
think Dad almost tries to keep him out of here. There's
Okay.
another male energy that doesn't quite belong.
Yep.
I'm also getting a lot of sciatica pain.
Yeah.
A lot of low back. My hips are locking up. I'm getting a lot of pain in the low back.
That's not comfortable.
And the space too. It catches, like, I feel like I catch, like,
Glitching.
oh, hitching my, get along. Yeah, a little bit. Like, it's not quite right.
A glitch in your hip.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a sharp pain, so I'm not sure what that is, but it's just a little catch.
I got a boss who was a chiropractor.
Last 20 years, I worked
he
for a
was
chiropractor.
Oh!
What you did mention, yeah.
He
I
was
didn't-
a mentor,
I was in the...
and he died unexpectedly.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that might be where you're feeling because you got the nerves and all that.
Yeah.
He used to take care of like he was her daddy too.
I worked for
Oh.
him for 20 years. He was my family, and he died unexpectedly.
Oh, no.
It was quite a shock to all of us. And so,
It always.
Well, I'll work on seeing if he'll come through too then.
Yeah.
I think we should migrate.
Let me tell you this too.
too.
That room you're going off to on the left,
Yeah, I feel very lonely and sad in there.
is that one in there?
the kids' room?
Oh, no.
No, my kids' room. Well, we call it the kids' room, but
Okay.
my dog that just died in October,
Mm-hmm.
he would go in that room and he wouldn't come out.
Huh.
He the door would be open and everything else, and I'd have to go get him and drag him out.
Yeah, he wouldn't
We
come
don't
out of there.
understand why. He'd bark and everything else.
Ooh, it's electric in here.
It is. Ooh.
That's an oldie.
I got so many pictures I need to take.
That's an old student's desk.
Yes.
It's nice.
Very cool.
Very carefully, just squat. Sit all down.
It's no fun if you write left-handed, though.
I am left-handed.
Me too.
That's why I write right.
That's quite a bit of abdominal pain. Associated with that. Somebody had a bad tummy.
Hmm.
Oh, tummy trouble. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Something. This is a dead zone. Like nothing happens. It's the quietest room that I've been in so far. I don't feel anything in here. Except for the energy off the furniture. The residual, like, human energy. Yeah, somebody keeps giving me, like, liver pain. Like, I keep getting a sharp uncomfortableness in the liver. That's a little tight. This zone seems just like as if it's like the neutral zone, kind of in Star Trek, you know?
Demilitarized.
Yeah, like it's weird in here.
I know I'm sleeping from now on.
Keeps,
Right?
keeps the Klingons out.
Good thing this thing pulls out into a trundle.
Well, the good news is when we do a full comprehensive blessing of the entire space, that it reboots everything back to baseline. And then you get to establish the energy in the home. So the way you want it. So we'll reboot everything. Although it's just Dad in your room. I mean, just on guard. Somebody feels like there's like a lot of loss. Like they've lost something really important to them. And I feel a lot of... There's some tearful moments, some real tearful moments in this space right here. They're really sad and a lot of loss right here. I'm really sad. I lost them.
This is her mother's room,
This is where my mom stays to visit. Oh.
and so she lost
she's
Dad in
grieving.
the other room.
Right.
So
Oh, so she sits here and I feel like I'm laying here and I'm crying and I'm crying
yeah,
and I'm crying.
that would be her.
Yeah.
I'm just sobbing over the loss in this space.
Aww.
I come in here too. I check on her too. Let her know that she's being checked on too. 'Cause I think maybe I don't know if that'll help her or not, but so let me figure out where he's at in here. So he comes over and he sits like this and looks at her like, come on now. I'm right here. Why are you bawling so much? I'm right here. And he's just trying to talk and like get it through her thick skull, and she's just, she's going through the pain. And
You can't see anything past that.
yeah, it's something that I don't know if she'll ever fully get over, but
She's 89 years old. I doubt she'll ever get over it.
no, I don't think so
No.
either.
No,
I think it's her mom in the kitchen. I'm almost sure she's, because the other lady's like, oh, I come and check on her too. So she's showing an association. It's either mother or sibling, but she's showing a connectivity to her. She's like, I check on her too. They're connected. The deceased woman and her are connected biologically. They have a biological connection. I don't quite know what it is, but they absolutely are connected, the pair of them. So so dad comes in and checks, but then when he goes to check on her, then the other female comes in here and dotes on, that they're all sharing the duty. They're all protecting and sharing the duty.
They're all consoling.
They're taking shifts. He says.
Oh.
So.
She had a sister that passed
I
away.
do have a sister that passed.
Oh. Well, I bet that's her then.
She passed a year after my father passed.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. That makes total sense then.
So that could very well be the other female. It's your sister.
Pancreatic cancer.
Oh.
So maybe that's where your pain
Well,
is.
abdominal pain. Yeah, it was severe abdominal pain.
Mhm.
Yeah, you described
Oh,
it as liver, and that's
Well, it
very
was.
close.
It's
Yeah.
right in the.
I was having
right
this. I was
here.
having a band. It felt like a band, like a band of pain across my whole entire
Yeah.
abdomen. It was just the whole thing was burning
No.
and
You
uncomfortable,
described it as liver, and that's very close.
and it was just squishy. I was just all squishy, and I didn't feel good.
Pancreatic's one of the worst ones.
'Cause I know the pancreas is right about up in here, but
It's in the
it just
gut region.
it's just this whole band, the whole thing hurt. But it's interesting because I was seeing the other lady and I couldn't see anything about her like identifiable. I just saw her cooking, and I just saw her bustling around in the kitchen, and she seemed really lively and really happy, and nothing connected until I came in here, and she goes, I come in here and check on her, and
And that makes sense with the stool in the kitchen then, because she would know about that.
yeah, she would be privy to that information.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that blows my mind. Wow, you got a whole house full of nice family,
Yeah.
but I gotta figure out that one that doesn't belong. Like,
Yeah.
where did he come from? What is he?
We'll hunt him down.
Why is he like?
Yeah.
Why is he so weak?
I keep getting this feeling. He's like, well, just wasn't fair. Just wasn't right. A lot of blame, a big blame game, and a lot of blaming. He blames the world for a lot of things. He was lonely and in pain, and he blames everybody. And it's not that he's even trying to be aggressive. It's just that his self-loathing and his lack of transition.
Yeah.
It's almost like he had an involvement in his own death in some way, shape, or form, and that is the source of the heaviness, I think.
Now these spirits,
Mm-hmm.
when they go to the other side, whatever they do they age or they stay the same way they were when they passed?
It depends. They have control. They have free will. A lot of spirits will like to come back and show themselves at whenever they felt really good in their favorite. But like especially child spirits, they can age from the other side. It really just depends. Most of the ones I've seen have shown themselves at their happiest and healthiest age of any type.
And of course, if they're transitioned
transition-
or not, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, if they're stuck in their death state, they're usually stuck at whatever time they died.
I had a buddy of mine that passed away, and he married and divorced the same lady twice. And they had kids and all that, and he was very unhappy. He weighed like 660 pounds.
Oh my.
Yeah, he was very unhappy.
Wow.
Yeah, I just wonder if it was Steve.
I think we'll have to ask that on the spirit box, but this person just says they hate their life, and
That was pretty much him.
he's saying that he basically did himself in. Like but it wasn't a suicide, but everything he did, like, he basically killed himself, is what he says.
660 pounds.
Well-
Putting a lot of food in your mouth.
Yeah, but
Well,
like,
you can also go back to my boss, who, when I said he died suddenly or unexpectedly, he had pneumonia. Granted, he was a chiropractor. He should have been on the cover of Health magazine. He got pneumonia, and they ended up finding that he had a rare form of leukemia, but they said that it was treatable, just not curable. But they had him in ICU, and he was very headstrong, and at one point he was on oxygen and everything. He said to his wife, "I need to go potty," and she goes, "You can't. You're hooked up to a catheter." But he was very headstrong, and he's like, "No, I need to go." She goes, "No, you can't." Well, she left for the night, and when nobody was watching
Would you
him,
have lunch?
yeah, he literally unhooked himself from all the equipment. The equipment did not go, the alarms did not go off,
Oh, wow.
so they found him very dead in the bathroom because he
Oh.
wanted to get up and go potty.
Ah.
well, it could very well be either of them to identify, because the energy just feels so heavy because it's there. It's this particular spirit's. Maybe it's more than one, because they do bleed together. That can happen, but the spirit's energy is so sad and not transitioned. The soul has not fully made its journey and needs help doing so, because it feels they're just so sad, so much pain, so much.
Stuck in between.
Yeah, and they're just like, well, it was my own fault. They acknowledge it, but they're just like, well, whatever, and they got a little lost. Why they would find their way to you? That's another question that I'd like to get to the bottom of it. It would make more sense because your boss would like, oh, maybe she'll help me. But then again, if you were the type to kind of help out a friend here and there or help a buddy, sort of stand up for people when they needed to be, helped, he might have felt safe with you.
Well, he was my boss for 20 years. He
Yeah.
saw my kids grow up, and I mean, we were family. We never once. I was his only employee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you were family.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
his
20
wife
years.
and I are still really good friends, and so it's yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I never
wow.
considered him my boss. He
Yeah,
was
just-
my family.
Yeah.
I'm hoping one, if not all of them, will have something to say. I can't control that. I can't guarantee that they'll communicate, because we don't control the other side. But we're here to help them, and maybe if they see that we're here to help them, they'll
Get him to where he needs to
they'll
go.
allow us to provide that help.
Yeah.
I mean, it just permeates.
Yeah.
And it doesn't belong. It's just like, it saturates the space. Oh, my ears ring really bad right here.
Yeah.
Super loud, high ringing right here.
Yeah, and twice I've had the facial recognition software lock on that piano.
Yeah, I know.
I like the
I
piano.
was drawn to that too, so I'm like,
My mother got that back in the 50s to teach piano lesson, and to this day she still does, but that's my inheritance, and so she gave it to me.
That's great. I think every house should have a piano in it. A lot more musical instruments, the better, I say.
I had this really funny vision though of somebody playing and then somebody smacking their hand.
Well, she taught lessons on that.
It's like almost like a memory, like a residual memory in the object. It's like no. A little pop. I'm like, what? Kind of funny. It was sort of but in a loving little. No, come on. What did you get?
That's just the way the software is locking. It's interesting.
It's trying to register. Yeah, see, it's got
Yeah.
Well,
energy.
when you guys walked out here and were standing there, that light, that red one, started flashing.
What?
Yeah.
Which red light?
Plug
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
Does it normally flash?
in. No.
Oh,
Am I causing trouble?
it's
It's
a motion
It's-
sense.
yeah, it is
It's motion
motion.
But it should be flashing.
That's kind of weird. Okay.
It's all this energy. It's like
Yeah.
I'm trying to sort it all out. Now I'm getting a little bit inundated.
Yeah, now they're coming forward.
Ears are ringing.
Yeah.
Another room.
God.
Where's the kitty?
In the box under the desk.
Oh.
She's our 14-year-old.
You got a good one?
No, almost.
Maybe.
Hi, beautiful. Beautiful.
She's going back. She's going back to her house.
It's a dude bathroom.
Ah!
Fat boy.
This is This is a dude and a half bathroom.
It's the Harley bathroom.
Yeah, look at that. So as far as what we picked up on already, what do you guys validate? What, we kind of halfway validated as we went. Are there things that really resonated with you guys so far that make a lot of sense?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
What we want to do is get you help. I mean, it's a beautiful house. It's
So you do all the blessing. Does that
Correct.
get rid of all the spirit?
no. It only gets rid of the negative ones that don't belong. All of your
Yeah,
positive,
family
loving,
gets to stay,
family
yeah.
energy, loving energy, that
And if
all
it's a
stays.
kid-
Sly, our dog up there, was his best friend. He even has him tattooed on his arm.
Aww.
I don't want that to go away.
I bless my house and my room, and because I do readings on the phone and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. I bless my space regularly. I still have spirit cats running all around my house, all over the place. And my grandma's still there. My great grandma, all of my family. It's really just to remove the heavy human
Just the
energy,
gook.
the sadness, any feelings, because a lot of the grief will also weigh down a space. It will
Yeah,
affect
oh,
the
yeah.
energy of the space. And then if there's a spirit or energy here that doesn't fit with the dynamic of all your loving ones, that's all that gets taken away. That's what gets chased out. And then you're left with your loving family, all the positive energy, and you guys can just start fresh. But any sort of like continued grief process that is going on, talk therapy or talking as a family or doing positive things to help the energy shift will continue to help the space, because if there's nothing but just sadness that pours into a space, eventually you'll fill the cup back up with that. So there has to be a sort of concerted effort to focus on building happy memories and doing positive and happy things that will prevent a new layer of human energy from blanketing the space. There is some sort of spiritual energy that doesn't belong, and I absolutely can get rid of that. But you guys could then replace it all with human angst or energy or, depression, anxiety, all that kind of stuff could then layer back over the space. So
Yeah.
being mindful, prayer, meditation, just, you're doing a good job of like bringing plants into the space and life into the space. That's how you bring the vibration up. More plants, more light.